open man left side. It's the tight end line.
And no else.
Guys are making yardage after the catch.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Base and scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy
Turnover.
Like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play. It quickly. Right out of the gate. That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he
give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown. And how many times did we talk about complementary football? Where you says the defense help the offense. I think in this case, this front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order. They've got a field goal attempt in their back pocket, but here on second and
so quickly, Charles, what could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
The hope is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you.
In this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and he's going to carry the ball that many times. He becomes more into you. The defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play.
Defensive back, you're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Bring up fourth. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for the
down this big in the fourth
you'd
quarter.
say an after play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Getting sacked, that's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced
practice to be more secure with the ball. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning,
4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kicks and then down this big in the fourth
you'd
quarter.
say got to be careful.
Pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them.
Play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they had just in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set.
Quickly went from a big play for the offense. I thought he may go the distance for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense? And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play.
Working pretty well.
And I like where you went, the game plan. You know that they spent all
3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch this, how many times do we see them put that to a receiver because there's always someone in the lane.
Knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think we call that season readings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there, stopping, let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle. This and work on it all the time. Run back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2. I know one blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach. Can't afford to make any kind of mistakes.
Well, here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Average game, but in this case, they made them pay for that.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Ball had his hands on it.
Simply has not been their night.
No, I think
Facing them, that's exactly what they did. I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very
and they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking
back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing in this case, why
this and work on it all the time.
but as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about your team to continue to get opportunities. Fortunate when out of bounds, saved him from a turnover. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right.
There aren't more fumbles caused.
Plus a 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice blind, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first. Like, it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him, the next guy comes through and picks him up. And a pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied.
We'll clear out and hope you can get your receiver. The ball coming across the formation. Nice design. There and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous. The size of these players nowadays at that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of
just say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts.
Preach it. They have it up in meeting room.
Whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the game? They said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in.
Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that foot,
keep them in the game? That's exactly what they did. Got the sack. He's usually responsible or ends up getting a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though. So much going on, so much trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around.
Man left side, it's the tight end. Open man left side, it's the tight end triple. Man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. Touchdown. Man left side, it's the tight end Trimble.
20.
Parker complete. Devontae Parker, number 12 of the season.
Break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over, because this certainly feels like it's over after that definition is apropos in this case. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to.
Well, when you time those screen passes that time, it took a little too long to develop.
Best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there. Loss.
For first half sacks, this pass rush has been unrelenting.
Being ripped to shreds. That's a game plan that they've had so far because it.
Half and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here.
Well, you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, but Ed didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensive.
Just thinking, get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball, here's the bonus for you as a defender. Play has not been their night.
No, rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of that's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right.
Pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but
you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might be helping, and they were hoping that he was going. That set your defense back on its heels. Not really what did it. It's happened to give up the football, and because they gave up the.
Would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and
he finally goes down for Miami.
Most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively. I think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get
changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this for your debut. Second sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignment. What you get is renewed determination when the big guy.
Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
With scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up.
There, brings up second down.
This defense is just flat.
Corner and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown